Marvel's splashy Hall H event at the 2019 San Diego Comic-Con was a full 90 minutes that covered 10 projects for both theatrical release and streaming release, but it only covered 2 years, and that was Phase 4. We also have dates announced for what we know now to be Phase 5, but without projects officially attached. We also have projects announced, as Feige said he ran out of time during the Hall H panel, but with no dates attached. In August, Disney has their D23 event, which will give us even more announcements and reveals from Pixar to Star Wars to Marvel. There's more fun on the way. Here's what I think we'll be hearing about during the weekend, but let's temper our expectations and see what is realistic. As always, I look forward to your thoughts and ideas down in the comment section below. If you're here and haven't already done so, don't forget to subscribe. We upload content like this every week. In a tweet sent out by D23, they said there will be an exclusive Avengers Endgame video experience. Perhaps, in part, this is the Infinity Saga sizzle reel they showed in San Diego at the beginning of Hall H. D23's Twitter also said, and the chance to sneak peek at upcoming Marvel Studio films. Sounds good. Kevin Feige was talking with comicbook.com and teased 2 venues. We've done it, I think, at least twice already where we've done both, he said. And if we do both this year, we find a way to divvy it up or to give it a spin and make each one unique. So like Feige says here in this quote, they'll divvy it up, which aligns with how he said that they ran out of time at San Diego and just dropped a few quick names at the end. D23 is also famous for giving us concept art and great high-res posters for the films. We could see concept art for Disney Plus shows as well, showing us maybe Scarlet Witch as she'll appear there and in Doctor Strange 2, maybe more on Loki or a bit more on the first show showing up, which is Falcon and Winter Soldier. We may get a poster for Black Widow too, showing Taskmaster, Red Guardian, Iron Maiden, Yelena, and ScarJo. It's far too soon for theatrical footage for anything but Black Widow, which they showed some footage of at Hall H. Leaked audio, by the way, is already online. During Hall H, at the end of the Black Widow teaser footage, everyone put on their Black Widow hats, except Mahershala Ali. His said Blade on it. So, will we get more info on Blade? Well, the slate announced at San Diego was confirmed to be the totality of Phase 4, and with no Blade movie officially announced in terms of a release date, that's not to say that Blade won't show up earlier, perhaps in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness along with Strange, Scarlet Witch, and go up against someone like perhaps Nightmare. We could see Spirits of Vengeance, Night Stalkers, even Midnight Suns, who all have history with the Sorcerer Supreme and the mystic and undead side of the Marvel Universe. Scarlet Witch and her potential House of M moments will be a big focus of that mini arc, and this would tie Hulu to Disney Plus and the MCU. More on that in a moment. Ryan Reynolds has taken to social media to tease Deadpool in Phase 5 on the anniversary of the test footage leak online, which started the road which led to the first Deadpool movie actually being made. Earlier this week, we had a report from Deadline.com that Emma Watts could stay on at Fox if she gave up full control of X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Deadpool to Kevin Feige. So you put these 2 things together and you have him, meaning Deadpool, coming along soon. Ryan's the carryover from the Foxverse. The rest will be a reboot. But what does that mean for someone like Josh Brolin, for example, who said in an interview that he is on a per-film basis now? Well, it's far from a confirmation. It's also far from ruling the idea out that he'll reprise a role. Does that mean Thanos, maybe in Eternals? Or does that mean Cable alongside Deadpool? I do think we'll hear about a 3rd Spider-Man film at some point with Kraven the Hunter as the main protagonist. Spider-Man 3 will probably be July 2021, that big gap between Doctor Strange 2 in May of 2021 and Thor 4 in November of 2021, but will be announced by Sony, so that won't occur at D23. So, for Phase 5, here's how I think it will shake out with the movie names that were dropped at Hall H and the dates we already know of. Fantastic Four and the X-Men will be 2023, 24, or 2025 at the earliest, something we already know to be true. Fantastic Four will come definitely before the X-Men. In fact, at the end of 2018, Adam McKay said he had his Silver Surfer script ready, and Feige said he, quote, looks forward to talking with him more. Whether that's a Silver Surfer movie or if that evolves to a FF film with Norrin Rad in it remains to be seen, but it's still pretty far off at this point. So it could be Adam McKay or somebody like Peyton Reed, since there will be no Ant-Man 3 as far as we understand it at this point, although things always change. Feige's also going on record to say he's got the next 5 years already laid out on their famous whiteboard of cards and plots and key movie points, and they weren't legally able to do anything with Fantastic Four or the Mutants until the Fox-Disney merger was finalized. So it really did bump them out to the end of the plottings, which again is 2024, 2025. So here's how I think it will line up, and I think we'll hear about their subtitles as well. February 18th, 2022, I believe will be Black Panther 2. May 6th, 2022, Captain Marvel 2. And the big summer event in 2022 of July will be Guardians 3, the highly anticipated return by James Gunn. As far as Disney Plus is concerned, we'll get more on the Star Wars aspect of the streaming service, the highlight of which, for me, will be The Mandalorian. Much evidence, and you can see my previous videos on this, points to both Miss Marvel and Young Avengers being announced for shows as well. There's one more important piece of the puzzle that most people are not talking about, and that is Hulu. Disney now has full operational control of Hulu, and like Disney Plus is a streaming service, they plan to ramp up with content to, of course, drive revenue. It's great to have a spot to put content which doesn't necessarily fit in that MCU box with that of like Disney Plus, and it's more inline PG-13 content. Hulu could be the Fox banner stuff, the more mystic, magical, darker side, the edgier and R-rated stuff. More Runaways will be on the way, more details about Hitmonkey, Tiger and Dazzler, MODOK, Howard the Duck, The Offenders. Marvel also recently filed trademarks for Spirits of Vengeance, Glyph, Hellstrom, meaning Damien Hellstrom, and Ghost Rider. At the same time, they filed the trademarks for the Hulu animated shows that I just listed. This would be a perfect place for a Blade series about his daughter to land. Blade's part of Spirits of Vengeance, a good place for Heroes for Hire, and Moon Knight to land as well, meaning Hulu. As recently as last year, it was teased that 2 Blade projects are in the works. They have to be the Blade movie and Spirits of Vengeance on Hulu. There's been talk about Daredevil recently, and I'm sure the chatter comes from somewhere. It's more likely that it'll be long-term view. They can't use them for 2 years, looking at a Hulu series for them versus them being in the MCU. And there's also a matter of that new Warriors show that became homeless after Freeform rejected it. There's a lot there, plenty to cover the whole weekend for Disney Plus, and that doesn't include all the Star Wars and Pixar and all the other animated content and fun that Disney's going to bring to the D23 weekend event. And that's pretty much it. So let me know your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, share the video, drop me a comment down below, tell me you said hi, and you know what, hey, it helps the algorithm. I'm Jesse, this is JLO's Comics, and I'll see you soon.